All right, team, welcome to this step-by-step tutorial. We're going to walk you through how to create your logo. And I'm very excited for this because we're really going to help you get your MVP, your minimum viable product, so you can keep the main thing. And I'm really excited about this because what we're going to do is we're going to help you get your MVP up and running. Literally within the next couple of hours, maybe 1 hour tops, you're going to be sitting down, have your logo ready to go, and you're going to be hitting the ground running and making sure you can go ahead and start getting clients. You can go ahead and start providing people the service that you need, so that way you can actually start building the business that you want. All right. So the way this is going to start, the first step is you're going to head over to canva.com. Okay, canva.com. When you head over to Canva, you're going to see a page like this. Now, at the time of this recording, this is what the Canva page looks like. And if you don't see this, don't be alarmed. Companies will tend to change their landing pages often, but Canva is a free tool that you can use. Now, inside of Canva, you can upgrade at any time. But for a very long time, for many years before we upgraded, we actually used the free account, and it served us really, really, really well. So go ahead and go over to Canva. Now, if you have an account, that is awesome. If you don't have an account, you can go ahead and click sign up for free. Then it's going to prompt you to continue with email. Now, we recommend continue with email. Don't do continue with another way. It's going to use the same passwords that you have for Google, Facebook, Microsoft, or whatever other existing platform that you use. So we recommend actually doing it with email, because in case you stop using the other platforms, at least you have your email that you can always go to. Now, so just make sure that you sign up using that email. So with that being said, go ahead and create your free Canva account. If you already have one, go ahead and log in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Canva, and we'll be right back. All right, team, welcome back. So now we are logged inside of Canva. All right. And when you're logged in, you should see something like this. And don't worry if the UI looks different, which is user interface. Again, do not be alarmed. Companies change their UI all the time. As long as it's Canva, you are good to go. Okay. What you're going to do next is, in this guide, you're going to go ahead and click this link, which is going to take you to the RWI template that we have created for you. Okay. Then what you're going to go ahead and do is right at the bottom here, you're going to select use template for new design. Okay. You're going to go ahead and select use template for new design. Now for you, you will not be able to see edit template. Now, since this is our account, we are able to see that, but you'll be able to see use template for new design. You're going to select that, and it's going to create this file for you. It's going to create this design for you that you can go ahead and actually customize. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and change the name, so that way you can find it very easily, because at the end of the day, we want to be organized at every step. Okay. So we're just going to call this RWI, whatever your company name is. So let's say my company name is Body Forge Simi Valley, and I'm going to call this logo. Okay. Voila, now we've changed the name. Now we can actually start and get to editing. So you can see here, we've given you a couple different variations of the logo here that you guys can actually mess around with. You can change the fonts, and I'll show you how to actually do that. So we've given you a few examples of how everything looks and what you can actually do. So for this example, I'm going to use this one to edit, right? Because this is going to be a very easy edit. So a couple things that you can change here is you can change the font, you can change the text sizing, you can rearrange how you want things to go. And if you'd like, you can get inspiration from this template that we have here, or you can get inspiration from other websites that you see as well. And if you type in here as well, you can type in logo, and you will actually get a ton of logo inspirations that you can actually use. And these are all templates as well that you can see, oh, wow, I really like this. Great if you want to have a circular logo. So Canva has done a great job of providing you with a lot of templates that you can utilize for your business. Okay. Now, with that being said, one thing that we do recommend, and one thing that I have found that's really helpful, is maybe find 2 or 3 companies that you really like, that you really resonate with, And once you find three, you can kind of pick and choose the elements that you like. Maybe one company you like the font, maybe another company you like the color scheme, maybe another company you like how the smaller letters are actually created, right? And I'll show you both ways to actually go ahead and do that. So you can actually go ahead and edit the one that you currently have, which the template we give you, or you can go ahead and create one from the templates that Canva provides, right? So if I'm going to come over here, right, I'm going to go ahead and edit this. So let's go body, Forge, fitness. Okay. And I'm going to try to keep it real simple, guys. We don't want to spend too much time on this. We want to keep it real simple so you can actually drag it around, right? I can make sure that, see, like body, Forge is not that big, so I can change the font size to make sure that it's big. I really don't like this font, so maybe I can come over here and let's see if I can use this one. Oh, I really like that. Okay, awesome. So let me bring this over here, right? Let's see if I can change this to something I like. Ooh, that's a really cool font, but it doesn't give me that athletic vibe that I'm really looking for, right? So really what it is, it's going to take a little bit for you to go through and see what you like and see how you want to structure the font. So you can see here, you're like, oh man, it doesn't line up. Well, you can use your keyboard to line up the fonts here because it's going to be a little bit customized. And then if you want to underline it, you can underline it. If you want to change the color here, you can change the color to a lot of these things, which is really, really, really awesome. And then here we can change this into whatever we want. Let's say I want to change it into this one, or if I want to make it this one. Again, I can mess around and get creative based on what resonates with you. If I want to go into some of the fonts that they already have, let's say I can do that. And really what I would recommend is get resourceful, right? I would highly recommend going on Google, searching different types of fitness logos, looking at Google Images, looking at, again, your favorite fitness companies and seeing what kind of fonts that you like, what kind of color schemes that you like. I know I definitely like a lot of orange. I can see if I can make this italics. If I can't, okay, if I can't make this orange, we'll leave this black. So I've got a pretty good idea and understanding of a simple logo here, right? Didn't take me real long. I've picked the fonts that I really liked. Now, if you're like, hey, I want to keep things really, really simple, well, the simplest way to go is I would just come over here and I would select all of the same font. That way it makes my life 10 times easier. Let's go ahead and select this. And if you're like, hey, I want to keep everything in the same lane and the same size, we can come over here. You can mess around with the context of this. And so I could put this into the center. They have a very good feature for drag and drop. I can select specific words and change the color to them. And this is really awesome. This is looking like a really, really, really awesome logo. If I want to make this a little bit bigger, it's not aligned here. So I'd probably line it up with the center here. So let's do that. Boom. And then let's line this up with the center here as well. And voila, I got this. If I want to make this bigger, I can come over here, line it up with the square. I can make this bigger to make sure that it fits within the frame. And now I have a simple logo, guys. That is it. That logo is going to serve me very well for a very long time because at the end of the day, it's got to be simple and it's got to be useful. All right. Now, if I wanted to create one based off of these templates, right, I can come over here and I could edit any one of these that I want. And I could come over here and maybe do BF body Forge BFF, right? So best friends for life. Fitness, but it's going to just be Body Forge Fitness. And this is where you can actually go ahead. And if I wanted to, I can just drag what I've created here. I can copy this and then I can actually take this out. And if I go ahead and take all of this out, I can paste this right here and voila. Now you've got this big logo if you wanted to make something like this, if this is something that's more along your vibe, right? Whatever it may be, keep it simple, keep it you, because that is what's going to resonate. So if you make it italics, it actually flows with the entire logo. And now you've got a simple logo that you are going to be able to use for a very long time. Again, get creative, right? Don't spend a lot of time on this. As you can see, this only took us a couple minutes as I'm giving you a full tutorial. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and create one from the templates that they provide, go ahead and create a new page. Just go ahead and add the page. And it allows you, and it gives you different like variations of it. So this one's actually really cool, right? So if I can come over here and I could do body, right? I could do body, and then I could do forge. And if I wanted to move this a little bit over here, I could move this here, right? And then I could just copy this, come right here, and this becomes fitness. And there you go. Now you got a really cool looking logo here. And over here, you can come and change some of the font here if you wanted to. So I kind of like the bright green for fitness because that really just like cements working out. And if you see like Apple logos or Apple Fitness at all, they have a lot of this. So you guys can really mess around with this and just have a lot of fun and really just get creative with what resonates with you and what type of brand that you're going after. So again, it did not take me a very long time. It took me a couple seconds to create what it is that I wanted. And they've got some really, really, really cool templates. So I could actually just add this as a new page. And I've got tons of templates right here that you can utilize. And this looks really cool. So go ahead and mess around with what you think is going to be the best for you. Like they did a great job on this. This looks actually really cool. All right. Wave. And so you can really see what you like and what works best for you and what resonates with your brand. If you're trying to go for more of an affluent look, if you're trying to go for more of a simple look, you could do that as well. But again, get creative, have fun. Now, once you're done with that, the next thing we're going to do is step 5 is we're going to go ahead and export. Okay. So we're going to come over here. We're going to hit share. And then you can come over here and hit download. Okay. So hit share, hit download. Now, one thing I do want to mention is coming back over here is you want to create multiple variations of this. What does that mean? Okay. You actually want to create, I would say, let's say if this is the logo that you like, you actually want to duplicate this because now you've created this in white text. You want to actually probably create this in black text as well. And so the way you would do that is you would come over here, you would change the background, you would select this, you would make this black, you would go ahead and make this black as well. And then you can change the color of this to orange. And now you've got a black logo as well. Why do we need to do this? Is because if you are putting your logo on something that has a black background or a darker background, well, the white letters are going to be better. If you're putting something that has a white background, well, the black letters are going to be very beneficial. So this is where you can tweak things around and have different variations of it. And what I recommend is once you figure out, okay, what are the logos that I really like, then you can select this grid view here and move the logos that you really like up to the front. And what this is going to do is going to make it very easy for you to access these right away. And it's going to be easy for you to download these as well. So then we're going to close the grid view. Then we're going to head over to share. You're going to head over to download. Then on the download, you can decide what size you want. I would keep it real simple, right? So maybe if you want more higher quality, you can bring this up to 2, right? That's what I would recommend. And then if you're paying for the pro plan, you can select the pages that you want to export, okay? Then hit done. If you're paying for the pro plan, I highly recommend doing a transparent background because then what it does, it removes the background of the logo. If not, then that's totally okay. Just export the images as they are with the black and white background, okay? Then we're gonna hit download. Okay, once we hit download, it's going to start downloading for us. Okay, then what it's going to do, it's going to go ahead and download to your downloads folder. Okay, that's where you can actually open this up and save this where it is that you want to save it. So you want to go ahead and put it into your company name and put it under company operations and put it under logo. Okay, so you can go ahead and create a new folder called logos inside of your company operations folder. Okay, and if you don't know how to save something to your Google Drive, right, there's a ton of YouTube videos that you can go ahead and watch that really are going to help you understand how to use Google Drive and how to set everything up. You should have this already set up, but if you don't, there are tons of tutorials that will be able to help you. Do not be spoon-fed, be resourceful, and be somebody that can actually utilize this, okay? Then step number 6 is once you have this exported as a file, right, either in your Google Drive or maybe you have it on your folder in your desktop somewhere, it's okay. You can now upload it to wherever you need, whether you want to upload it to your website, whether you want to upload it over to a PDF that you're putting together, whether you want to put it on some business cards, whatever it may be, now you have this resource that you can utilize and you can put together. Now, a very important message that I want to give to you guys is please be resourceful. Okay. Flex your resourcefulness muscles and get the reps in by learning the skill of self-learning, right? Because at the end of the day, you are going to be in this journey of entrepreneurship, and you want to make sure that you are able to have the skill set of teaching yourself and being able to learn things on the fly, things and skills that you didn't think were possible, right? And self-learning is going to be the greatest skill that you will ever learn, I promise you. And I promise if we can figure it out, you can figure it out as well, because there's a lot of information out on the internet. You just have to be resourceful enough to tap into it. Okay. So just ask yourself the question whenever you get stuck, whenever you're in the state of, I don't know what to do. If there's somebody else on the planet who's figured it out, why can't I? And these are one of those questions that are going to empower you to push yourself to grow and become better. And obviously, we're here to help you, right? But at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that are already on Google and YouTube for you to utilize. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up our step-by-step tutorial and instruction on how to create your logo. Remember, don't spend a ton of time on this. We spent a couple minutes creating this logo and it looks amazing already. If you want to spend a little bit more time and get this a little bit more beefed up than what we did, that's totally okay as well. But don't spend too much time on it, right? Don't get cute. Let's make the main thing, which is getting your business up and running so that way you can start helping people and start growing the way that you want to. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up here and we'll catch you guys in the next training.